Steve Laffey, you've seen him before on the show, former mayor of Cranston, Rhode Island, candidate for the White House in 2024. Steve, thanks for joining me.
Wyatt, it's so great to be with you again.
So you as well. Let's just start out with this debate that's taking place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, hosted by Fox News. A lot of the candidates believe that the requirements that you need to meet in order to get on that debate stage, that frankly, they're too hard to achieve. Former Vice President Mike Pence is an example. He hasn't even made it onto the debate stage yet, which is fairly unheard of, that you have a former vice president who's running for the presidency, and there's a chance that he might not make it on the debate stage. When you look at, like, for example, the 2020 Democratic presidential debates, you have 20 different candidates who were on the stage. They even had to split it up into 2 different evenings. It seems as if the RNC is really trying to make it challenging for this now crowded field of candidates to get on the stage.
Yes, and that's wrong. In 2015, we had 16 people at the first one. In 2011, that's really how Herman Cain, my friend, broke through. My press people have sent, I don't know, 8 or 9 emails and made press releases about the RNC totally favoring Donald Trump. That shouldn't happen. The first debate should be as many legitimate people who need to get up on that stage so the nation can see what the choices are. It can certainly narrow after that. But yes, I think Mike Pence is showing you how tough it is. And I had planned on it being like 2015 and 2011. And hopefully we can change the RNC's minds.
And I know you have been critical of former President Trump, and we will get into that here now, because a lot of these other candidates, you have Will Hurd, a former congressman, Chris Christie, now also in the race, the former New Jersey governor, Asa Hutchinson, the former Arkansas governor, but that's still only about 3 out of, as I mentioned, a very crowded field who have openly come out, who have made criticisms and arguments against former President Trump, compared to the usual scene in a presidential primary where you have candidates going after each other and debating each other on ideas, which is really, I know you've said this before as well, what a presidential primary should be about. How critical, from your perspective, would a debate, in which case not many candidates are going to be able to qualify for, be in order to, make this kind of the traditional primary where debate and exchanges are happening?
Yeah, let's debate the issues. And in fact, if the RNC wanted to have a debate the day before for people who didn't qualify for the first debate, and do something like they do in those TV shows, we vote and the winner of the top 2 go to the second debate. Why can't they make it exciting? Why can't they make it something that people want to watch? This is a debate no one will watch now. And, I am the first person to take on Donald Trump. I am the first person to say he should be out of the race. I'm the first person to say he's going to spend a long time in jail. I'm not sure Chris Christie and the others even know how to combat Donald Trump. I seem to be the only one with the issues that can take on Donald Trump. I need to get on the debate stage.
Well, and to that point, former President Trump, he has said that he isn't going to attend, or he hasn't explicitly said that, but he said he doesn't necessarily see a lot of benefit for him in attending the Milwaukee debate. He did not attend the presidential forum that was put on by former Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson just recently. The fact that the former president isn't going to, or there's a good chance that he won't attend these first debates, what does that say, given that he is the front runner? A lot of people believe he's not doing it because he believes he can win without it.
Yes, I've said it in Union Leader, New Hampshire, the leading paper in New Hampshire, an op-ed saying Donald Trump shouldn't go to the debate. Let me go. I can handle his sycophants and the people running to get jobs, and Chris Christie wanting a job on a network. I mean, these people are going nowhere. So I don't think he should go. If I were advising Donald Trump, I would say he should not go. But it leads to a bigger question, and that is, what are we going to do in the Republican Party to have some of these problems that are so plaguing the middle class solved? And they won't get solved by the existing group of people that all loved Donald Trump at one point and now running against him. Not to include Mr. Hurd, of course, or Asa Hutchinson.
And so the chances of you, as you have said, making this debate in Milwaukee are rather slim right now, but there will be other debates, there will be other forums. How can you, obviously it's dependent on what the RNC and what the hosts of potential forums, potential debates decide. But as a candidate yourself in this race, we know that debates, forums, they're critical parts of growing your exposure, growing your name identification in a presidential campaign. So how can you ensure that for future forums, future debates, you can get on that stage to, again, boost your name identification and exposure?
Well, I have put out many a press release and tried to contact through my press people people like Scripps TV, which do a wonderful job, Gray TV, News Nation, Newsmax. I don't know why they're wanting to wait for Fox News. I don't know what they're doing. Let's make it a free-for-all. Why would people respect the Republican National Committee, who is trying to narrow the debate in favor of Donald Trump? I think other networks, maybe smaller, maybe bigger, I think they should come out in front and say, we're having a debate, we're inviting everybody. And that would break open the door for the RNC to have to change its mind, because as it stands today, very few people are going to watch a debate without Donald Trump in it, or without some of the other candidates.
All right, we'll leave it there. Former Cranston, Rhode Island Mayor, 2024 presidential GOP candidate Steve Laffey, thanks so much.
Great seeing you again, Wyatt. Talk to you soon.